I see that CBC never used the story about Common Council and those poor people needs help, but Meth Heads. But then I see CTV doing another story. I wonder if they'll mention crystal meth, which they don't. They refuse. Let's see. I never watched this one yet. Let's see how they're going to do it.
.ca. There is anger and sadness in Moncton tonight after the body of a man was discovered outside City Hall, steps away from where advocates pleaded with City Council to do more to shelter people living on the streets. CTV's Derek Haggett reports.
The body of a man RCMP say had no fixed address was found inside a public washroom just after midnight. No cause of death was given, but foul play is not suspected.
Yeah, very tragic. We knew this person.
Well, we're not going to make fun of that. A person died, right? I presume it's drug overdose. But are they going to say he was a known user? Or just normal Joe? An activist that just took a stroke or a heart attack? Let's see.
And had followed with him, as with a lot of the agencies downtown, in some of his personal struggles.
Roughly 8 hours.
Personal struggles. Substance abuse. Drug addiction. Or alcohol? I don't know.
Father Van Buskirk and Trevor Goodwin of the Greater Moncton YMCA spoke to City Council about the need for a third shelter for the 556 people currently living on the streets. Father Chris Van Buskirk used his church as an emergency cold shelter last year, but he told me this fall he wasn't going to do that again. However, he changed his mind. Last night, he let around 35 to 40 people stay overnight. Father Van Buskirk is worried about the temperature dropping and the number of deaths rising. More than 25 homeless people have died since January, many by overdose. Rebecca Watson.
Many by overdose. There we go. Finally. They didn't say by staying out. Okay. Overdose.
On the street for 4 years, had this explanation for the spike in drug overdoses.
No one cares anymore. They're so tired of this. They're in so much pain inside because they feel like no one cares about them. But these are my friends dying. These are my family dying.
I do know.
Okay, no one cares about them. Okay? No one cares about them. What can be done? Really, what can be done? I hate to sound pessimistic, but what can be done? There's no, when you do crystal meth, and kids say no to crystal meth. Once you do, if you do crystal meth, it's not like opiates. You could go take methadone or whatever. Crystal meth, there's no going back. So what can be done? They tried. We'll give you housing. Woman upstairs never flushed the toilet for 3 months. Sink was broken in half in the washroom. 5 big flower pots in a bathtub. Garbage was piled up till the ceiling. One other housing project, the guy on Meth Head, the Meth Head was pissing in the washing machine. Nobody cares. What's the problem? Well, you can't be trusted. You're going to steal. It just keeps on going. I'm very sorry to sound so pessimistic, but that's the way it is.
The person that died last night, I got fried out of my brain for him because it might be me next.
Some people use drugs to kind of get through the night.
It's a band-aid. I don't want to feel no more. I'm sick and tired of being hurt, being told everything's going to be okay. It ain't okay.
The Moncton Fire Department responded to 11 overdose calls on Monday, 2 at this downtown overdose protection site.
People are very sick that we're serving. You know, they are sick people. And so that results in overdoses. And because they are not housed for a large number of them, it is even a greater risk of dying because they're not where there's naloxone and first responders to reverse it.
A spokesperson for the Department of Social Development told CTV News on Tuesday details are still being finalized for extreme weather measures across the province. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Moncton.
Well, it wasn't as bad as the one last night, Derek. Haggett, it wasn't last night was disgusting. But they can't, there's one thing about crystal meth. All these people you see the stolen bikes, and they don't want to go by rules. No rules. Do not pay the rent. Don't clean your place. Your place will be known as a hangout. Destruction. They don't go by rules. That's the problem. Those poor souls, they don't go by rules. If you don't go by rules, what's going to happen? Just like Fredericton right now. I talked to the mayor this afternoon. We had a 4-part video. Just go on my blog, go to Charles LeBlanc, you'll see the videos. What can be done? It has to stop. Because if it doesn't stop, is it going to keep on going like this for the next 50 years? I mean, something has got to be done. And the issue is not to get them housing. No. The issue is to really, you could bring a horse to water, right? But they have to change the Mental Health Act. When you have people like that, out of control, screaming, hollering, you could put them in mental ward. And appear in front of a little committee, and then when they're well, they could be released in public and maybe, just maybe, become good citizen of the community. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. And my sympathy goes to the poor guy and all his family and everything, the guy's family and his friends, so what happened there. But you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Simple as that.